In the first case, we're about to witness the boldness of a criminal from his own perspective as he tries to flee.
Hey, man. Oh, we're in trouble.
Not only is he violating traffic laws, but the vehicle he's riding is a freshly stolen asset. But, as the saying goes, you can't outrun fate. No matter how hard he revs the engine, in the end, he couldn't escape the long arm of justice. Despite his best efforts to become the star of a high-speed chase, this criminal eventually paid the price for his actions. No doubt, as he sped away, he imagined himself as a racer in Fast and Furious. Unfortunately, reality isn't a Hollywood movie, and the ending? Well, let's just say it wasn't nearly as glamorous as he might have hoped. Next, we head to a thrilling chase at Roscoe Boulevard and Woodlake Avenue, West Hills, Los Angeles.
You kind of stand up there on the motorcycle there for a second, but oh my gosh!
Captured by CBS's helicopter, but not to record a beautiful cinematic scene, rather to track down a stubborn street racer.
Because people are not expecting a vehicle of any type, even a motorcycle, to come racing up to them so quickly.
This driver seemed not only to love speed, but also to treat the numbers on the speedometer as proof of his king of the road status. At certain points, his motorcycle reaches speeds of 135 miles per hour, as if he were striving for some kind of speed-induced euphoria. With a go big or go home mentality, he weaved through the highway, endangering not only his own life, but also the lives of those around him, all in an effort to escape from the pursuing police.
And wow, well over 80 miles an hour, creeping up on 100 miles an hour. You can see it just flying by these cars, and it is not only dangerous to those other drivers, but certainly dangerous to this motorcyclist.
And of course, like a movie with an unfortunate ending, this reckless behavior resulted in a painful outcome, affecting not just him, but innocent bystanders caught up in his dangerous escape attempt.
These cars, the drivers don't know.
By the time he faced the consequences, he must have realized that racing against the police is not the kind of race where the winner is always in the right. This story takes place on an otherwise ordinary day in downtown Atlanta, where people just wanted to get through rush hour peacefully. A car was patiently waiting at a red light. Everything was calm and orderly until the main character appeared, a motorbike speeding straight toward the divider as if it were racing against fate itself. Unable to steer in time, the rider crashed hard into the solid barrier. And if you think that's where the story ends, hold on. The sheer force of the speed propelled him off the seat and slammed him into the railing. You might assume that at least the railing would stop his fall, but no. It hadn't been reinforced at the bottom, failing to do its job, and the unlucky rider plummeted down. We can only hope he comes out of this crash without serious injury. Let this be a reminder. The streets aren't a racetrack, and traffic laws aren't just for decoration. So, to all of you on the road, always stay safe and don't let yourself become the lead in an unwanted adventure like this. This time, we're not just dealing with one individual trying to show off, but rather a whole army of teenagers who decided to turn the streets into their personal stage. These circus performers gathered with dirt bikes and four-wheelers, not to ride like normal people, but to put on a show with wheelies, stunts, and all sorts of reckless tricks, as if they were auditioning for an action movie. But perhaps they forgot that this stage had some very special audience members, the Boston and Massachusetts police. With a well-executed ambush, the police swiftly made these mischief makers realize they weren't the stars of the streets, but merely lawbreakers. On that day, many of them had to pay the price for their recklessness and poor judgment. It was a group of friends embarking on an exciting road trip, carefully equipped with full protective gear and well prepared. However, an unfortunate incident occurred as they approached a sharp curve.
I'm coming down, Willie! Hey, call 911!
Fortunately, the man fell into thick bushes below, significantly reducing the impact of the fall and miraculously surviving.
Hey, buddy, just don't move, okay? Don't move your head, don't move your head. You okay? Yeah. Look at me, okay? Okay. You good? Do you feel anything broken?
Shortly after, the police and rescue teams arrived quickly to administer first aid and handle the situation.
Copy. This is going to be the Brown incident. I'm going to see if Verify can do a pickoff.
Yeah, we have a little bit of canopy that's going to be in the way for a clean pick on them. Other than that, I think that they might be able to pull it off.
Yet another endless chase by the Los Angeles police, and this time, the main character is a daredevil biker who believed he was the real speedster.
Well above 100 miles per hour, westbound 60 in the East San Gabriel Valley. Whew, gosh, this is always so scary to watch. As far as we're told,
after receiving a call about someone popping wheelies and showing off with their bike at the Pomona Fairplex, the police quickly arrived to take control of the situation.
Weaving in and out. Someone saw that, and sure enough, law enforcement was called. And then here's another. This is the second CHP black and white that we've noticed here.
In the darkness of night, the biker quickly understood the situation as soon as he saw the police cars. With speeds ranging from 130 miles per hour to 140 miles per hour, this racer turned the streets of LA County into his personal playground.
Black and white that we've noticed here. In terms of bringing this to an end, when we call these pursuits, there are usually two methods, and that is either...
Surely, in his mind, the police were just the cheering squad, following him to support his high-speed performance. However, he must have forgotten that, unlike in action movies, the LA police don't just sit back and watch.
So they're coordinating with other local offices to do what they can to warn them, to let them know.
Despite his best efforts to weave, swerve, and lose the cops with every trick in the book, in the end, our speedster was caught, and the ending was far from grand. And the lesson here? Running away at lightning speed doesn't make you a superhero, but it sure does earn you a free ticket straight to jail.
Yep. Yep, just stops. Just officers helping the gentleman to comply right there. But, you know, this is one of those things.
A grand chase unfolded on the wide streets of LA County, with the main character being a red motorcycle.
It's one of those off-roads, so maybe this person's going to get off the freeway here sooner or later. Right now, California Highway Patrol are the ones with tasked with taking that driver into custody.
And of course, a reckless rider confidently believing he could outsmart the police.
You know what? We never picked up the original one. Bobby, you might want to work with our assignment desk. I'm sure they have all that information. They didn't pass it along to us. We were basically trying to get the Skyfox in position where we could catch up to this or have it come to us.
Maintaining high speed throughout the pursuit, the daredevil thought he could easily evade capture because the streets were quite empty that day. His weaving and accelerating maneuvers were straight out of an action movie. Surely at that moment, he fancied himself a street superhero.
Window, this will give him an opportunity to get onto the 101 freeway again, but we'll just keep an eye on it, see where he goes. Right now though, like you said, the high speeds, the lower speeds are a huge benefit, but still.
Not stopping there, he recklessly darted into narrow alleyways, thinking this was his final move to escape the police's sight. But unfortunately, those very alleys he considered his path to freedom became self-made traps, causing him to get stuck and ultimately be caught. Instead of receiving applause from his imaginary audience, he got a one-way ticket straight to jail. Perhaps the lesson here is, if you think speed and recklessness will help you escape justice, think again. Next, we travel to the land of Samba. But this time, there won't be any hot dancers. Instead, we've got a green-shirted daredevil biker. The chase begins with this street artist maintaining high speed throughout the pursuit. The police even made several polite attempts to remind him to stop, but it seems their advice went in one ear and out the other, as he continued speeding off like an impatient racer. The pinnacle of this chase was when he thought riding his motorcycle up the stairs would be the perfect trick to escape. Who knows? Maybe he believed this would win him the award for Most Creative Rider. However, reality turned out to be far less glamorous. Despite his continuous swerving, lane switching, and attempts to slip into narrow alleyways to shake off the police, the outcome of this game was decided from the start. With their persistent and professional pursuit skills, the police left him no room to escape. And, as we all know, the unmatched skill of justice made sure this reckless rider paid the price. In this incident, we witnessed the uncooperative and irresponsible behavior of a young black man riding his dirt bike on his way home.
We are following breaking news. Take a look, Skyfox, over this most unusual pursuit involving a guy on a dirt bike and CHP cruisers there.
When the police noticed unusual signs in his actions, they approached him with 2 patrol cars, hoping to assist him in getting home safely. However, instead of complying and accepting help from law enforcement, the young man resisted, not only refusing to cooperate.
Told that this individual is basically talking to these officers, saying that he wants to go home,
but also displaying an arrogant and disrespectful attitude. He began riding the bike recklessly, even taking both hands off the handlebars in an attempt to show off, disregarding his own safety and that of others. This behavior not only violated traffic laws, but also demonstrated a lack of responsibility towards community safety. As a result, the young man had to face the consequences of his reckless actions, being handcuffed and punished according to the law.
Oh,
his vehicle. Okay, they're stopping him and they're grabbing him.
That was quite the move.
Okay, they're done. And they're taking him off of the bike.
This serves as a stern reminder of the importance of obeying the law and the responsibility of each individual when participating in traffic. Disobedience and disrespect towards law enforcement will only lead to serious consequences. On Friday, September 6, 2024 in Arkansas, the police had quite an eventful afternoon when they received a report about a large motorcycle recklessly speeding through a residential area. It seems this daredevil forgot that no matter how fast you go, you can't outrun the persistence of the police.
Enforcement Bay 3, Edward Robert.
Despite being politely reminded and warned multiple times by tailing him closely and attempting to block his way, this stubborn biker was determined to prove he wasn't easily subdued. The highlight of the chase came when the police decided to assist him with a little nudge from behind, as if gently reminding him that the streets aren't his personal racetrack.
Crossing North 6, from north and north.
Unfortunately, this gentle reminder didn't do much. Not only did he keep speeding, he also veered onto the sidewalk, weaving and swerving as if competing in some kind of off-road rally. Even though the police managed to cut him off multiple times, this headstrong rider kept barreling ahead, as if believing the police would eventually tire out. But alas, after more than 20 minutes of this performance, the biker finally ended up in the sand, turning his lane into a sandy trap. And of course, even after falling off, he still didn't give up on trying to escape. Thankfully, the Arkansas police aren't easily discouraged. With their quick thinking and professionalism, they finally brought this show to an end.
That's it. Missed the meter at the most. Why did I do that? I throw that on the ground and stomp on it. Oh, fuck. Are you okay? When I got it, I think I got my hand. Yeah, I'm good. You got it. It's all under shirt. It's
Putting the reckless rider where he truly belongs, in handcuffs. And to wrap up today's video, remember that every action on the road has its consequences. Whether it's dangerous chases or impulsive decisions, following traffic laws not only ensures your own safety, but also protects those around you. Don't let a moment of recklessness lead to regrettable consequences. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel.